everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Start Mama 5, also known as TMO5 Candle Co. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So today's video, I've had a lot of people on my DMs on Instagram asking do I have, or did I had any fear about nursing while I was studying nursing, while I was a student nurse to become a nurse, and like what are the things that I thought might happen or might maybe place me at a place whereby I am not achieving what I'm supposed to achieve while as a nursing student or upon getting a job as a nurse. So this is just to answer your question that yes, before or while I started as a nursing student, I surely had my fears, and I've still got some fears. So one of the fears I had was, would I get a job? Because if you're new to my channel, my first degree was in information technology, and I studied at UWS as well. And when I finished, when I graduated with second class or second class lower, and I struggled to find a job. Like the area I desired in IT was HR. I would love to manage people, and even till now, if I find a job in managing people, I'll gladly take it. So I struggled when I graduated as an IT student in getting a job. So that fear was definitely there that, oh, okay, nursing, I'm starting to become a nurse, will I find a job? So I had that fear. However, just probably like months before we were due to graduate, we had some seminars where we were advised that the NHS in Scotland organizes a massive recruitment for all nurses, all students that are graduating from all the universities in Scotland. So let's say, for example, if there were 250 student nurses from my university, there's that massive recruitment. It's up to you to apply, and if you think, oh no, I want to go through another means, it's fine. However, upon having that seminar, upon having that conversation, I was kind of like assured, my fears were allayed in regards to the fact that yes, it might not even be the job you wanted, but we're advised then that it's best you get your foot through the door, and then once you're into the system, then you can easily move to whatever area you fancy. Like a few of my friends that I met, they really wanted to go work in the community. However, during that mass recruitment, they were not recruiting for nurses in the community. So some went along, like took a job on the ward, and a few months after they started, they decided to apply for a job in the community. So that's the kind of opportunity that was there. So that fear of me not getting a job was kind of like totally removed. And yeah, my first job, it was through the massive recruitment. I got a job in a certain hospital. Even though I've never been there as a student, I've never been there as a patient, I just felt no, it's not for me. So eventually I found another job where I'm currently working. So I went ahead with where I'm currently working, and I declined the offer of the job I got through the recruitment, through the massive recruitment. So that's that. So yes, I had my fears in terms of if I was going to get a job or not, but however, that fear was crushed and I have a job now. And second thing that has been mostly discussed since I started working as a nurse is the fact that there is not a lot of black minority community in Scotland, or let's say in Glasgow to be precise. Because there was a time I was on TikTok and I realized that there's like a black minority, like ethnic minority community of nurses in England, and I was like, oh, I wish we had something like that in Scotland. Since I've started my job, I've not found any. And it would be something great to actually have our own community of nurses. It's not a community for you to kind of like gossip about a certain staff or gossip about a particular about unnecessary things, but it will be a community whereby if you have issues, there will be people with experience, like there will be people with years of experiences who will obviously be a part of that community, and could also offer advices and share tips and skills on how they've been able to kind of like maybe manage in a community whereby they were the only ethnic minority people working there and stuff like that. So it's something, it would be great if we could actually have like ethnic minority group of nurses in Glasgow in Scotland, because when I saw that ad, or when I saw that news of ethnic minority community group of nurses in England, I was like, wow, we could really do with that. And that kind of like lead me on to why I felt that would be important. I met a couple of nurses, especially one. She's also a nurse as well. I can't remember what part of Africa she is from. She did say to me that, oh, she's leaving her current post, and I'm like, why? She said because she's been working in this hospital for 13 years, and it's so sad, it's so disheartening that somebody who's only been a qualified nurse for 3 years has actually gone a post to become a charge nurse. And I was like, why is that? Did she not did she not apply for the job? She was like, that's a problem. The problem is the fact that it was not even advertised. She did not know that post was available. That if she knew with 13 years of experience, that why would she not apply for that? Only for someone who was like a junior staff who has only been a qualified nurse for 3 years got the post of a child nurse. So obviously someone who's been working as a nurse for 13 years has much more experience as compared to someone who's only been qualified for 3 years. I understand that with having 13 years of experience, she's going to be on the highest pay grade of a band 5 nurse. However, progressing will be an icing on the cake for her. However, she was not able to get that. And actually, she was not the only nurse who have actually spoken to me in regards of progression in nursing. I've actually met a couple of other minority group nurses as well, Asians as well. They were like, you know what, as a nurse, it's very hard to progress on to become a band 6, band 7, just because they don't think we are worthy of that post. And I felt in a way this is something we should actually be taken to the union as well, that, you know what, why is this so? Why is it that progression for ethnic minority nurses is quite hard in Scotland as compared to other areas? And which kind of like brings me back to another fear. So for me, I'll be thinking of progression in maybe in 3 years. Like, in terms, when I'm talking about progression for me will be becoming specialized in a particular area, in a particular field. I've been in a cardiac ward before. I love what they do in cardiology. And for me, working on the ward is not something I don't think I will be able to work on the ward. Reason being that you have lots of responsibilities as a nurse working in the ward. You'll be looking after maybe 6 or 7 patients, and 6 or 7 patients, they might not all be on the same level of illness. Some might be much more sicker as compared to others. So, and as a nurse on the ward, you'll be working weekends, you'll be working nights, you'll be working Christmas Day. So I don't think I will be working on it's not some I don't think I would want to work on the ward. However, if I'm looking to specialize, I will probably be looking to specialize, maybe working in the community and women's health, and maybe just maybe cardiac as well, but in a community-based environment as compared to on the ward. So yeah, so that's my fear as well. So my second fear will be, you know, progression, that as a black minority nurse, progression might be difficult in Scotland, because most of the other nurses I've seen, they are kind of like having issues in terms of progression. And they're actually, I mean, like I was saying, these nurses I met, they've handed in their notices and they're leaving to go to England because they had better chance of progression. So that's that. And should that deter you as a nursing student? No. I mean, it all depends on if you want something and what you're willing to do for it. So if you're looking to progress, you're not just going to rely on the fact that, oh, you've been a nurse for 14 years and you're looking to progress, or you want to become a child nurse. No. So in terms of you progressing, you need to make sure you're learning, you're taking on further training, you are building up yourself. Don't say because, oh, you're a registered nurse now, no more academic work for me, no researching, no studying. No, all of that has to be a part of you for the rest of your life. So if you're looking to progress, you make sure to add more skills, more experiences, to boost your rationale, like your being that, yes, being a registered nurse, I have this under my belt, I have this under my belt, I have this under my belt, and if I go to another L board and showcase what I have, I'll be able to get what I want. So that's just the basis of issues I feel we are having when it comes to progression. So To be honest, I kind of like enjoying where I'm working right now, and like I said, maybe in a few years time I'll be looking forward progression as well. So progression might not be maybe band 6 for me. Progression will be widening my skills, widening my level of exposure in terms of patient care and stuff like that. So with what I've mentioned in this video, I wouldn't want you to be disappointed in the fact that, oh, I'm a black girl, now I'm a nursing student, does that mean that I won't be able to progress? No, it just goes on to show that if you want something, you need to work hard for it. You need to work smart for it, not necessarily hard, but work smart for it. So I'm just not here to kind of like, you know, deter you from continuing with your studies. Go on with your studies. I mean, take your time to kind of like, you know, look around in terms of what you would like to do once you qualify. Like I said, nursing is a very profitable job. Like if you study nursing in the UK, our nursing qualification is recognized, I believe, in Australia, is recognized in Canada, is recognized in I think in US as well, which is good. So if you decide that, okay, you want to leave the UK to go to Canada, you can take your nursing profession from the UK to work in Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, nursing qualification in the UK is recognized in those countries I mentioned. So here comes to the end of my short video. So if you still got any concerns and you know, you're like, oh, you're not sure if you should continue with your course, please drop me a comment or send me a DM on my Instagram. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle here. And if you're learning from what I've been dropping on my channel so far, or if you have a video suggestion, don't forget to drop them in the comment for me. I'll see if I can accommodate them. And if you're watching me all this while and you're yet to like this video, what are you waiting for? So don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you're yet to do so, share this video, and also do not forget to join my membership. With my membership, I can give you detailed information about any questions I might have discussed on my channel so far. So I hope to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye.